our precious friend's home, and it was totally spared.
New at 6 on Apple Valley News Now. A home built in the 1800s is spared after last night's Locust Grove fire just south of Kennewick. The incredible story is coming up. Plus, we're learning more about a deadly crash outside Moxie as the family is now asking for help to pay for a funeral. And it is Water Follies weekend. From the air to the water, we are getting you all ready. Stacy?
And new at 6, a new wildfire erupts in the town of White Swan. What you need to know, I'll have all the details. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good Friday evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy is on assignment. First at 6, we are following that breaking news as a new wildfire has broken out in Yakima County. This is in the White Swan area. It is being called the Signal Peak Fire. This is new video of all of the black smoke captured on the Alert West camera. Multiple resources are responding, and there are level 2 evacuations associated with this fire. Let's check in now with First Alert's Stacy Lee live in our weather center tracking the newest information. Stacy, what can you tell us?
That's right, guys. We'll take a look on our Bimart Skycam at Tannum Ridge. This is the smoke from the Signal Peak fire. You can see that burning pretty rapidly and creating a lot of smoke out there. So here's what we have for you right now. We have the fire perimeter, which we can show you here in a sec. And that's here in the town of White Swan. This section here being under that fire right now, acres at 25. That's what we have so far. And we are seeing some evacuations for the town of White Swan. Right now, it's a level 2 BSET, and that is for this area here on your screen, from Wellesley Road out to the perimeter here of 220 and Branch Road that direction. So again, be very fire-wise and vigilant as we head through the weekend. We have red flag warnings all across the map. So fire danger extremely high this weekend due to strong gusty winds, dry vegetation, and low relative humidity. Now, we've been keeping an eye on smoke around the area. We had a little bit of improvement today, but we're still marginal. We're in the yellow here. Walla Walla looking okay. Not so good down here near Cabbage Hill and the toll gate area where the air there is hazardous. Temperatures are topping out today at 100 in the Tri-Cities, 98 Yakima, 97 in Hermiston. And if you're heading out to those races tomorrow, temperatures a little more agreeable. You'll start seeing those 90-degree temps right around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So air quality alerts in place, strong gusty winds, extreme fire danger this weekend. And then we see cooler temperatures Saturday and beyond. We'll get to more fire weather updates coming up here in just a few minutes. Austin?
And Stacy, the Locust Grove fire broke out late last night just south of Kennewick city limits. It caused level 3 go now evacuations, which have since been lifted. Apple Valley News Now provided instant updates on the situation as it was evolving on our website and app, plus on our Facebook and Instagram pages with video, evacuation notices, and information about where the evacuation shelter was. Fire crews spent the day mopping up. Our Zoe Salas spoke with one homeowner who escaped the flames. She brought everyone a recap of the situation today, first online and new at 6. Here's that report.
I am currently off Highway 397 and Owens Road, where right behind me you can see parts of what burned from the Locust Grove fire that broke out around 9:30 p.m. last night. It was around 2:10 a.m. Washington State Fire Marshal's office estimated about 750 acres were burned out here. Then it was around 4 a.m. this morning when the Benton County Fire District 1 announced that the fire has been contained and is under control. I'm now off Highway 397 and South Owens Road, and this is what it looks like over here. You can really see all the burn damage that occurred here overnight. So I've been driving through some neighborhoods trying to find some firefighters, see what the latest update is right now. I just found some firefighters right here. They told me right now everything is still contained and they are just out looking for hot spots at the moment. Tell me a little bit how you found out about the fire.
My daughter called and let me know what was going on.
Yeah.
And then she came up and got me to be down there. Well, I just got home this morning because I stayed down in her.
Okay.
And so I don't know what went on after I left here.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's like right outside your house here.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
That was Betty. She was in one of the zones that had the level 3 go now evacuations that has now been downgraded to level 2 be set. Hoping everyone was able to evacuate safely like Betty there and is now safely in their homes. All right, just to reiterate the latest updates, right now firefighters are still out there making sure that all the hotspots are put out. The fire is still contained. Level 2 and level 1 evacuations are still set at the moment. There are evacuation shelters that are still available at South Hills Church parking lot. Stay with us on AppleValleyNewsNow.com and our socials as we continue to get more updates on the fire.
Zoe Salas reporting. New at 6 tonight, we have learned that a home built in 1888 was spared during last night's blaze.
Our whole church, even in Africa, was praying last night. Our precious friend's home.
Yeah, Fran Wondrak says an elderly couple that goes to her church, well, they have this completely restored home, and it was right next to the fire last night. She says their home moved to this location in the late 70s. Fran also says that Corinne and Jack were in Montana on vacation, and she was actually watching closely from her home since it was kind of in her view. Fran tells us it was a true miracle that this home did not burn down, especially the wood from 1888, as it was very susceptible. Well, as the Hagen Fire and multiple other wildfires burn in northeastern Oregon, the Confederated Tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation have declared a state of emergency to deal with the risk of fires. The Board of Trustees says the reservation is in imminent risk of fire danger related to the Hagen Fire near its eastern boundary on Bingham Road, and is facing a public health emergency related to continuous poor air quality. Officials say local firefighting resources are operating at maximum capacity and cannot handle additional fire threats. The state of emergency will allow the reservation to request state and federal resources. Well, in an effort to eliminate some confusion, a public meeting just started at 6 this evening, so about 8 minutes ago. Officials say this is related to the Hagen, Paradise, and Horse Ridge fires. The meeting will be conducted by the Northwest Incident Management Team number 7 and is not related to the Lower Dry Creek fire. It's inside Weston High School in Athena. If you are not able to make it, we will share the meeting later this weekend online. Day 1 of the Water Follies officially began today with qualifying races taking center stage. New at 6, our Jake Gable highlights some of the drivers racing under pressure and for more than just the glory.
With all the action happening at the Water Follies, sometimes it can be easy to forget about the people actually inside of the boats.
When it comes to the drivers of these hydroplanes, they all have a story to tell, whether it comes from historic returns or they're driving for a cause.
H1 legend Jimmy Shane stepped away from racing in 2022 and made his return this season. Shane picked up his 26th career victory by winning the Gold Cup in early July, a race he says he blacked out during.
We knew we had good equipment, and I don't know, like I said, I don't know what happened. We were able to pull it off and keep the Apollo boat out in front, and it was a great Gold Cup win for the entire team.
For Grand Prix driver Brent Hall, his racing mission is about more than just winning. A cancer survivor himself, Hall lost his brother Hayden to lymphoma last year. In partnership with the V Foundation, Hall is racing to raise both funds and awareness for cancer research.
It means everything. You know, my brother, he was my older brother, and you know, being the younger, I always looked up to him, and so to be able to do something in his honor, and then obviously my family's on their way over. I've got a wife who's driving, and a son who's 15 and plays basketball, so yeah, it's all about family.
And the storylines are not exclusive to just on the water. The Richards Racing team gave us a tour of their trailer, a space the crew uses to work on their boats and review their race data.
Make sure that we can try to get the best tune out of the boat. A lot of think tanking, a lot of figuring things out, have team meetings in here. Pretty much this is where all the magic happens behind closed doors. So.
While every driver's story is different, one thing remains the same for them all, their love for this course.
But Tri-Cities is known to be a fast course. They got nice, perfect straightaways, perfect round turns where you can keep your speed up.
It's probably one of the most exciting first turns in all of our circuits. Let me just say this, it's a fast course. So I think we were just talking with John Shar, our other driver. He said at the end of the straightaway, the boat gets pretty light.
And depending on how drivers perform, we'll see if their love for the course remains after the weekend. In Kennewick, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Jake, the Water Follies continue into the weekend with more races on Saturday and Sunday. The winner of the Columbia Cup will be decided with the final race of the Water Follies. Meanwhile, Red Bull pilots are mapping out death-defying moves over the Columbia this weekend, and every second of the show is choreographed down to the altitude. Coming up new at 6:30 tonight, our Dan Hansen went along with one pilot, and he'll have the exclusive look from above new at 6:30, so stay tuned. Other news on this Friday night, family members of a man who died in a car crash this past Saturday are asking for help from the community to help cover funeral and memorial expenses. The driver has been identified as 31-year-old Jaime Gonzalez Lemus. According to the Yakima County Sheriff's Office, shortly before 8:30 p.m. July 18th, law enforcement responded to Kennewick Pass Road south of Moxie for a one-vehicle crash. Deputies say they arrived to find the driver had been thrown from the vehicle. The crash is still under investigation. No word yet if intoxicants were a factor. To find the GoFundMe for the victim, just head to our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Back in June, we told you that the Sela School District Board was considering a cell phone ban for students this coming school year. Well, new tonight, a decision has been made.
I will point out that there have been some concerns voiced by people within the community about being able to reach students in the case of an emergency. There are exceptions in the policy.
And tonight, the district says they will indeed implement the new policy that will keep most electronic devices out of students' hands during the school day. This will apply to students in all grades. The policy states that devices may only be turned on and operated before and after the regular school day. District officials say phones may be operated during the school day if a school administrator authorizes it or an emergency exists. A device may be confiscated if a student violates the policy and only be returned to the student's parent or legal guardian. All right, coming up next here on the news at 6, we take you to Yakima, where the public can soon weigh in on housing grants. And Stacy is tracking this new wildfire in the White Swan area. It's called the Signal Peak Fire. Stay with us for her full coverage right after this. But first, here is tonight's weather photo brought to you by Lifetime Dental Care. We'll be right back.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back, but now I'm all in with clearer skin, thanks to Skyrizi.
Most people achieved clearer skin from head to toe. Many were 100% plaque-free. And many were completely clear, even at 5 years.
People also saw significant improvement in pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Our Valley's pride is everywhere you look. When people give through the Yakima Valley Community Foundation, they are investing in our future leadership and our continued prosperity.
Support from the foundation helps local organizations serve our neighbors and strengthen the place we call home. It helps us hold on to what makes this valley special. When people invest locally, organizations like ours can keep showing up for our neighbors.
The Yakima Valley Community Foundation supports organizations that honor our cultures, care for our neighbors, and strengthen the places we call home. From main streets to gathering places, pride runs through this valley. When generosity stays local, communities grow stronger. That's what helps our valley thrive.
Together, we can strengthen the Yakima Valley by taking local generosity and turning it into lasting impact.
Today, tomorrow, together.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
The temperature's hot, and so are the deals during the July celebration. Now at Overturf Kia in Pasco, a great selection of hybrid vehicles, including Sportage, Sorento, as well as Telluride, are in stock and ready for summer adventures. Test drive a 2026 Kia Sorento EX Hybrid with advanced safety features with an EPA combined fuel economy rating of 34 mpg. Priced at just $38,733. Overturf Kia, just south of Highway I-182 at the Road 100 Broadmoor Boulevard exit on St. Thomas Drive in Pasco.
I take care of the kids, my dad, and things at work. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression, but help is available. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org today.
Hey, thanks for staying with us. The city of Yakima is asking for public feedback as it begins the process of finalizing how certain federal housing and community development dollars could be spent. During a recent Yakima City Council meeting, leaders held the first of two required public hearings on the draft 2026 annual action plan. This outlines how the city proposes to use federal community development block grant and home funds for programs including emergency home repairs, affordable housing, public services, and neighborhood development. Officials say the public can provide feedback during the hearing process or submit written comments before the plan returns to council.
Again, looking at these evaluation, the RFPs, they are going out publicly, but we can share those with you, and certainly should. If you'd like, we can share them with you beforehand. We can also share them as we bring proposals back.
City officials say written comments can be submitted through the Office of Neighborhood and Development Services before the second public hearing in August.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And our entire region under red flag warnings, high fire danger, and a new fire to report tonight near White Swan. Right now, level 2 BSET evacuations for this area here on your screen. This is very active. It just got started about an hour or so ago, and we're seeing lots of smoke out of that fire. So again, be safe there in the White Swan area. We've also been talking about the railroad fire out towards Vantage. They've got some level 1, 2, and 3 evacuations in place right now. Level 3, all of Beverly and Shawana, Lower Crab Creek area, about 7 miles from Washington 243. Level 2 be set from Jericho to Smyrna, and be ready on Washington State 243 in the area there on your screen. So again, we want to be fire wise heading into the weekend. Hot one today. We hit the triple digits. You can see Art in the Park all set up there at Howard Amon. 100 degrees right now. Feels like is 95. Visibility good. Our air quality's been kind of teetering back and forth today. Still nice and hot all through the region this afternoon. So there are some smoke alerts in place just outside of the Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, Dayton, all the way down from Tollgate to Cabbage Hill, that area. I wouldn't be surprised if Pendleton is dealing with some smoke tonight, as well as to the north. Now, we're in moderate air quality, meaning if you're sensitive to smoke, you want to try to stay indoors as much as possible. Walla Walla looking okay, but look at this area in purple. That's hazardous air quality. And again, that's near the burning fire. So anytime you see those reds and purples, this is when you really want to avoid being outdoors and dealing with the smoke. As far as futurecast shows us, should be clearing out as the weekend moves along because we have gusty winds moving in. So that helps with the smoke. It doesn't help with containing the active wildfires burning in our area. So the good news is the smoke shouldn't be a problem this weekend for most of us. However, it's going to be lingering here in the Tollgate, Cabbage Hill area out there in the Blue Mountains. So alert days in place due to high fire danger with dry vegetation, those gusty winds, and low relative humidity. Take a look. We're under, again, red flag warnings pretty much for most of Washington, Oregon, parts of Idaho, Montana, California, and Nevada. So very, very strong chances of of fires breaking out. All right, our winds are going to pick up tonight and tomorrow. We could see gusts as high as 40 miles an hour in Yakima and Ellensburg, Columbia River Gorge, 25 to 30 mile an hour gusts here in the Columbia Basin. Our temperatures tonight are going to be dropping down into the 60s, so pretty pleasant as we get through the evening. All right, let's take a look at those 7-day planning forecasts. We have alert days, but temperatures are starting to get a little more agreeable, and then we'll see some winds picking up later next week, which could call for more red flag warnings. Yakima staying in the 80s through Tuesday, and then we warm back up into the lower 90s Wednesday and beyond. Here's what it looks like in the Tri-Cities. Temperatures cooling down by about 7 degrees tomorrow and a few more degrees by Sunday, and staying in the 90s for the next 7 days. For Hermiston, we've got some gusty winds and hazy condition due to wildfire smoke in the area. Temperatures will teeter in the lower 90s for most of the next 7 days. And for Walla Walla, also keep an eye out again for poor air quality this weekend, and temperatures getting a little more comfortable in the 80s and low 90s. So there we have it.
There we have it.
Yes.
All right. So much going on this weekend, too.
A lot going on around the area. So hopefully the smoke stays out.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Fires not going out.
No, definitely not. All right, coming up next here on the news at 6, we are learning more about a plane crash in Western Washington. Stay with us for this story. It's right after this.
This Nissan lineup goes where you take it. Trucks and SUVs built rough, tough, and ready. Nissan, Consumer Guide's most awarded brand 5 years in a row. Get up to $5,750 total savings on select Frontier trims.
At Prosser Memorial Health, expert skincare starts close to home. Board-certified dermatologist Dr. Richard Lynn is now seeing patients of all ages at Prosser Specialty Clinic, providing comprehensive medical dermatology services. From skin cancer detection and treatment to acne, rashes, psoriasis, and mole or wart removal, you can trust experienced, personalized care. Schedule your appointment today with Dr. Lynn by calling 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org.
Don't be worried or overwhelmed with moving into a retirement home. Piper Barton is your turnkey resource for premier 55-plus communities. From repairs and packing to prepping, listing, and selling your current home, all managed with white glove care. Piper Barton delivers quality resources and smooth timelines. You can expect discretion, clarity, and results from start to sold. Sit down and have a simple conversation with Piper Barton about next steps today.
You don't have to go far to get away. Now open your new summer escape. Float the lazy river. Splash, slide, and stay all day. An escape made for everyone. And when you're ready, your room is waiting. Stay the night or make it a weekend. Stay, float, repeat. Family-friendly water fun exclusively for hotel guests. Book your stay today at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish.
Now earn up to 4 times the rewards with the ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card. It's the credit card from the credit union you love.
For 50 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
This Nissan lineup goes where you take it. Trucks and SUVs built rough, tough, and ready. Nissan, Consumer Guide's most awarded brand 5 years in a row. Get up to $5,750 total savings on select Frontier trims.
Welcome back, everybody. We are getting a look at rescue operations after a seaplane crashed in Washington State last night. The Coast Guard says the Kenmore Air float plane made an emergency landing before catching fire in a shallow bay right near Susha Island. The airline said 1 pilot and 10 passengers were on board. The Coast Guard says all have been accounted for. 4 people were reportedly taken to hospitals with serious injuries. 1 of the 4 was in critical condition. 7 other people were taken to a U.S. Coast Guard base for further evaluation. All right, coming up in our next half hour, we are following breaking news. A massive fire has broken out in White Swan. This is on the Yakima Nation. You're looking at brand new video. Coming up in our next half hour, we're going to have the very latest information for you as there are level 2 evacuations right now. Stay with us.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
I know you all have a few concerns.
My internet is too fast.
That's good.
Why aren't they forcing me to sign a contract? Is it me?
Yeah, and I'm saving too much money by switching.
My install was too quick and painless.
Now my connection is the most stable thing in my life.
What's Zipley's endgame here? I'm sure there's an explanation.
I feel like my world is crumbling.
Calm down. Folks, who threw that? Did that have sprinkles?
Zipley Fiber, as low as $35 per month with no strings attached.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Where you been, hey?
Little field research. Show them what we got.
Check this out.
Looks like America is loving Ford quality.
And J.D. Power backs it up.
Ford is #1 in new vehicle quality, and F-Series are America's best-selling trucks.
Great deals, crazy good capability.
America, this is what summer's all about.
Now get 0% APR, $1,000 toward your down payment, a 2-year maintenance plan, and 0 payments for 90 days on select vehicles.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well.
Jardiance. It's the little pill with a big story to tell.
As time went on, it was easy to see.
I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death, too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is really swell. The little pill with a big story to tell.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Sam Strebel provides the full spectrum of orthopedic care.
A lot of times when I talk to patients, they're in so much pain that they can't do their hobbies. We can use the machine to balance the knee before we make any bony resections, and then that will hopefully translate to a faster recovery and a better, more natural feeling knee.
To learn more about services including robotic joint replacement at Prosser Orthopedic Center, visit prosserhealth.org.
Zoe Salas on Good Morning Northwest.
So I am a dog person. I love all pets, but I am a dog person. I have 2 dogs. They are named Simba and Nala. My dogs are red-nosed pit bulls, 1 boy and 1 girl. There hasn't been a Scar. There's been another Simba, and then there's been a Mufasa. I really want a Pumbaa. The next one's gonna be named Pumbaa. Or Timon, or a Scar. Too many good options in there.
Join Zoe and Josh, and maybe Simba and Nala on Good Morning Northwest.
Right now on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m. we are following breaking news out of White Swan. Firefighters are responding to the Signal Peak fire. This is new video from the scene. We'll have the very latest. Plus, it is Water Follies weekend, and new at 6:30, our Dan Hansen got to go on a ride along with one air show pilot. The news starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
6:30 on the dot, and this is a brand new video from Yakima Live. We are monitoring the Signal Peak fire. It is impacting homes and structures. It first broke out on the 1700 block of Signal Peak Road in White Swan, that is on the Yakima Nation. As of right now, authorities say there are level 2 set evacuation warnings. This is for the town of White Swan and surrounding areas. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this Friday. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy is on assignment. Let's get over to First Alert's Stacy Lee. She is tracking the latest, and this is a live picture of the fire. I mean, look at all that smoke.
Yeah, this is the smoke on our tower cam there, the Weimar Sky Cam on Tanum Ridge. Look at that smoke plume. It's really been growing over the last hour or so, and you saw from that footage just how close that is to many homes. No word on if any homes have burned, but folks need to be very vigilant, in the White Swan area tonight. This is where the fire is, and again, doesn't look like it's contained, and it continues to grow. Here's our level 2 BSET evacuations for this entire area. So town of White Swan need to be very, very safe tonight. Again, get out and be ready to go. Red flag warnings just for that reason. Wildfire alerts are high this weekend as we're going to see strong gusty winds. Temperatures are decreasing, but the winds are picking up, and relative humidity is going to be low. We've also been going back and forth with our air quality. It's been pretty hazardous here outside I-84 in the just outside of Tollgate in that region. Temperatures hot again today, but those triple digits are going to be going away over the next couple of days. So that's good news. If you're heading out to Water Follies on Saturday, look at that. Temperatures are going to be a little more pleasant. Same thing on Sunday. We top out at 91. So should be pretty nice on Sunday, as a matter of fact. I'm going to be out there myself. So air quality alerts in place. Strong gusty winds continue. Extreme fire danger heading into the weekend. And then we cool down Saturday and beyond. I'll tell you more coming up. Austin?
All right, Stacey, now to continuing coverage as the skies above the Columbia River will be packed with high-speed action this weekend. But before the Red Bull Air Force takes center stage, every maneuver is carefully planned. And new at 6:30, our very own Dan Hansen got a rare behind-the-scenes look from the cockpit as the team prepared for the Tri-City Water Follies Air Show.
Before thousands look up this weekend, I'm getting the same bird's eye view Red Bull pilots used to map out every move over the Water Follies course.
Long before the smoke trails and the cheering crowds, the Red Bull Air Force is already at work, flying the course they'll perform over this weekend.
We actually walk it as a team. It's not the sexy part, but it's required in order for us to pull off a nice, safe show.
That preparation includes studying landmarks, rehearsing every call, and making sure each pilot and skydiver knows exactly where to be.
Really critical that everybody is focused. And in that moment, you want to look and have fun, but you got to, especially if I'm the lead, I have to lock in on my altitudes and my speeds.
This year, spectators can expect new aerial surprises, along with precision flying and skydiving that have made the Red Bull Air Force a fan favorite.
I hope kids are inspired to do something. They don't have to do what I do. They don't have to do these crazy things. They don't have to jump out of a plane without a parachute. But what it should teach people and kids, and hopefully it inspires people to pick something that you want to do and make it achievable.
For the pilots, the show starts days before the crowds arrive. And this weekend, thousands will get to see the finished product. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
What a cool ride along you got there, Dan. Thank you. The Red Bull Air Force will perform throughout the Water Follies weekend with aerial demonstrations and skydiving shows taking place over the Columbia. Protecting your wallet now. A new scam is targeting vendors at Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days. Officials say they have been made aware that this spam email has been circulating. It looks like this, and at first glance, seems like it's coming from the fair. Staff are warning all vendors that if you reply to the email, you could possibly have your phone or computer compromised. They say just block and delete any message from this address, vendor.wallawallafairgrounds@gmail.com. Well, if you are a student athlete, you have to get a physical in order to participate in sports this upcoming school year. And MultiCare in Yakima is offering them up for free for Yakima student athletes. Parents can sign up for a time slot using a QR code. We'll have a link available on our website. The state requires these physicals because it's possible young people may have an underlying condition which could put them at risk while participating in sports and activities throughout the year.
The reason that it's required is because some kids have some underlying either musculoskeletal or like cardiovascular compromises that can leave them at risk for injury. So what we do is we're assessing them head to toe. We're making sure that they don't have anything concerning that maybe you haven't noticed that could lead to a risk of injury when they play sports.
The physicals are July 31st to August 1st at the Pacific Northwest University of Health Sciences at Butler Honey Hall from 4 to 8 p.m. The event will be August 14th through the 15th at ARC Physical Therapy and Wellness on West Nob Hill Boulevard. While many students like to relax on summer break, one local school district is continuing its efforts to educate students. New at 6:30, our William Albert spoke with the school district about one very important summer learning program.
For the past 10 years, the Umatilla School District has been helping students keep learning through its STEAM Academy. STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Mathematics. The district, which serves about 1,300 students, also offers after-school programming during the school year, with about half of its students taking part. STEAM Academy Director Stephanie Williams-Strieg says the program is built around each student's grade level.
And every day, each student participates in grade level instruction, like currently we're in a 4th grade classroom. And then the other half of the day, they participate in STEAM classes.
Strieg says about 350 students are enrolled in this summer's program. She says the focus isn't just academics, but giving students hands-on enrichment opportunities.
And this summer, we're offering recreational sports, drones, junior engineering, dive into the ocean. And so I think that has really been motivating for students because they get the academic enrichment, but they also get the youth and development.
Those opportunities also include robotics, where students can learn to build, program, and eventually compete with their robots as they move through the program.
Start actually building robots and programming them, go to competitions, then the next step is FTC, and then FRC is where our high school students compete.
Umatilla School District officials tell me that this kind of summer programming is crucial for students, not just to stay sharp for the next school year, but to develop into lifelong learners and to give them the opportunity to do more.
For me, that is the secret in the sauce. Like, I love that connection that the kids have with each other and with the staff. And I think that that just increases learning, it increases attendance, it increases your likelihood of graduating. And there's always a quote in education that kids don't care what you know unless they know you care. And I think that this is just such a great program.
District officials say the STEAM Academy continues to give students more opportunities to learn, explore, and stay engaged both during the summer and throughout the school year. In Umatilla, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
Alrighty, William. The district says the summer program is designed to help students stay engaged while continuing to build new skills before next school year begins. Coming up next on the news here at 6:30, lightning strikes a Chinese rocket right after launch. We'll have more of this amazing video. And we are continuing to track a new wildfire breaking out in White Swan. This is called the Signal Peak Fire. This is a live look at the smoke, which a lot of the Yakima Valley is seeing right now. Stacy Lee is tracking this wildfire for you. The very latest on the other side of the break.
Welcome back, friends. Today we're unboxing Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear. Wow, these wavy edges tear so much better than ordinary squares. Now, let's see if it's cushiony. Whoa, Charmin is so much softer and way more absorbent.
Honey, what are you doing in there?
Getting lost in the softness. Sorry, gotta run. Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear, definitely recommend.
And now you can go up to 1 month before changing your roll with the Charmin Forever Roll. Roll holder included.
If you suffer from chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine.
Huh. Today hasn't been a headache day.
Botox treatments are 4 times a year.
Botox effects may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as trouble swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Those with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions like rash, breathing problems, dizziness, neck and injection site pain, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions like ALS, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medicines like botulinum toxins, which may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 96% would tell friends to discuss Botox with a doctor. Chronic migraine may still impact you.
Talk to your doctor about Botox.
Our valley is resilient because people care about each other.
The Yakima Valley Community Foundation exists to make giving smarter, easier, and impact greater for everyone who calls this community home. We bring together donors, nonprofits, and neighbors with the goal that every corner of the Yakima Valley has the resources needed to thrive.
We wanted our giving to stay local because we can see the difference that it makes. This valley has always depended on the resilience and the gifts of the people around it. We're kind of an isolated area in eastern Washington. The people that are here need to be taking care of each other and cooperating and giving back. And that's what I appreciate about the Yakima Valley Community Foundation. It's a place that helps inspire people to take care of this valley, of the people in it, and that's why I support it.
Together, we can make our valley thrive.
July is Ultraviolet Safety Month. Protect your skin by staying in the shade as much as possible. There's more information at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Hello to all our viewers in the Pacific Northwest. This is your special invitation to watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now, KView, Channel 42, and CAP, Channel 35.
Thank you so much for staying with us. All right, time to check out a stunning pic. It shows the moment that lightning strikes a Chinese rocket right after launch. No people were on board, and the China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation says the mission continued on into outer space. This went down July 23rd as a Long March 3B rocket blasted off from China's Satellite Launch Center with a communications relay satellite on board. Roughly half a minute into the mission, lightning hits the rocket, and incredibly, a photographer caught it all on camera. Simply a wild moment for spectators. A release from the team behind the operation says the launch mission was a complete success and its satellite was deployed without further incident.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll start out with the latest fire that has broken out here in the last hour or so. This is White Swan under level 2 BSET evacuations. It's a very active scene. We saw a lot of smoke on the Skycam. And again, if you live in this area, you definitely want to be ready to go. Grab what you can and get out of the region. And again, firefighters are going to be active in that region as well. All right, the railroad fire near Beverly and Shawana has been burning at just over 1,400 acres. Level 3 go now evacuations are as followed here on your screen. There's also level 2 BSET evacuations from Jericho to Smyrna, and level 1 be ready. So if you live in this area, definitely want to be ready. Have your go kit ready to get out the door. Right now we see a little bit of smoke and haze off in the distance. Our Skycam here in Pasco, 100 degrees. Your feels like is 95. Humidity is extremely low. This would be why there are red flag warnings in the area. So low humidity, gusty winds are going to start developing later tonight. Temperatures on the other side of that are going to start cooling from Saturday and beyond. And we are seeing smoke alerts. Once again, these are through Monday for now in the area. Smoke has been kind of coming and going. It looks a little better from Ritzville to Walla Walla tonight, but here just east of Tollgate, this region here has been very unhealthy today. Tri-Cities moderate, so we're right there in that 51 to 100 particulates in the air. Unhealthy to very unhealthy is the reds and the purple. So let's keep an eye on the smoke over the weekend. It looks like as the winds come in, most of the smoke should move on out. The bad news is it makes it more difficult for our firefighters, but the air quality should stay improved or be, above the unhealthy zone for the weekend. We are in a first alert weather weekend due to extremely dry vegetation, gusty winds, and high fire danger all throughout the Pacific Northwest, even into California and Nevada. These are the gusty winds. They're going to peak around 30 miles an hour in the Tri-Cities, about 25 miles an hour here in the foothills, and much stronger as you get closer to Yakima, Ellensburg, and the Columbia River Gorge. Our temperatures tonight should be pretty pleasant. We're going to be down in the 60s all through the area, but look for some breezy to gusty winds and better temps, but 40-mile-an-hour gusts there in Ellensburg and the Kittitas Valley. 80s and low 90s for the Yakima Valley with the winds from the southwest at 40 miles per hour. We're going to be in the 90s here in the Columbia Basin, and we could see a little smoke and haze in the region. And then taking a look at the foothills of the Blues, 80s and lower to middle 90s with the potential for some smoke and haze. Here's your 7-day planner. Again, alert days in place for high fire danger. Temperatures looking better though, staying in the 80s for the next 7 days in Ellensburg. Yakima will stay in the 80s through Tuesday, warming back into the 90s beginning on Wednesday. For the Tri-Cities, those triple digits are gone for now, which is good news. Temperatures staying in the 90s for the next 7 days with some breezy winds to deal with this weekend. Hermiston also looking at breezy winds, 80s and 90s there. And an alert day possible on Wednesday. Again, we're going to see dry conditions and gusty winds developing. And for Walla Walla, going to be pretty breezy through Tuesday, but temperatures are feeling much more comfortable there as well. All right, so
at least a little bit of a cool down.
Like I try to find the nugget, like cooling down, but windy. So yeah,
right,
it's the whole thing.
All right, thank you very much. Coming up next on the news at 6:30, Woodland Park Zoo in Western Washington welcomes a new Humboldt penguin chick hatched to first-time parents. More on this after this.
This Nissan lineup goes where you take it. Trucks and SUVs built rough, tough, and ready. Nissan, Consumer Guide's most awarded brand 5 years in a row. Get up to $5,750 total savings on select Frontier trims.
Don't be worried or overwhelmed with moving into a retirement home. Piper Barton is your turnkey resource for premier 55-plus communities. From repairs and packing to prepping, listing, and selling your current home, all managed with white glove care. Piper Barton delivers quality resources and smooth timelines. You can expect discretion, clarity, and results from start to sold. Sit down and have a simple conversation with Piper Barton about next steps today.
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down, and I felt like I was struggling to keep up with my gardening. I didn't know when I started taking Metamucil for digestion, it was going to be a lifestyle change. Not only did I feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits. It's a small change that keeps me regular and helps with my cholesterol too. Turns out your body works a lot like a garden. You tend to it every day and it starts to thrive.
Metamucil. Digestive health starts here.
This is our new home.
Engine control! Engine lock!
I'll call you after.
We are the Dillos. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in a rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers, so switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. We've got coverage no matter where we're at.
America's best network meets off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. And right now, keep the phone you love, and we'll pay it off up to $800 when you switch.
Better service, better price, win-win.
Struggling with heartburn or reflux? At Prosser Digestive Health Motility Center, Dr. Amber Sharon and our experienced team offer Bravo pH testing to help get real answers. This minimally invasive test measures acidity levels in your esophagus using a small wireless capsule. Bravo pH testing can help your provider better understand your symptoms and create a treatment plan tailored to your needs. Ask your provider for a referral to Prosser Digestive Health Motility Center. Call 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org.
This Nissan lineup goes where you take it. Trucks and SUVs built rough, tough, and ready. Nissan, Consumer Guide's most awarded brand 5 years in a row. Get up to $5,750 total savings on select Frontier trims.
All right, time now for What's Trending. A new Humboldt penguin chick was hatched at Woodland Park Zoo, marking a first for her parents and adding one of the most successful breeding programs for the species in North America.
That's right. The chick recently hatched to Mom Merlin and Dad Tucker and is the first chick between the pair. Humboldt penguin incubation takes 39 to 41 days. Both parents sharing incubation duties in the nest and day-to-day care for their chicks. Most penguins mate for life. The yet-to-be-named chick remains nesting and burrowing under the care of Merlin and Tucker. Remember the movie Happy Feet?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a cute movie. Yeah. That makes sense. Hey, listen to this one. A 110-year-old Toronto woman is the oldest known living Canadian.
That's right. Marie Rosa's lifetime spans both world wars, 17 Canadian prime ministers, and decades of history in general. This week she was celebrated at her retirement home. According to Guinness World Records, the oldest person alive is a 116-year-old living in the UK.
Wow.
Whoa.
116.
Yeah. Wow.
Like,
mind blown.
Mind blowing, yeah. All right, coming up next here on the news at 6:30, we are following breaking news in the fight against the Signal Peak fire in the White Swan area.
That's right, it continues to grow tonight, and we'll have one final look at your weather, hour-by-hour forecast for the waterfallies coming up.
I know you all have a few concerns.
My internet is too fast.
That's good.
Why aren't they forcing me to sign a contract? Is it me?
Yeah, and I'm saving too much money by switching.
My install was too quick and painless.
Now my connection is the most stable thing in my life.
What's Zipley's endgame here?
I'm sure there's an explanation.
I feel like my world is crumbling.
Calm down. Folks, who threw that? Did that have sprinkles?
Zipley Fiber, starting as low as $60 per month with no strings attached.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
An official message from Medicare about fraud.
You know, my Medicare statement said I got a knee brace. The last I checked, I don't need a knee brace.
Hi, I'm calling to verify your Medicare number.
I'm going to hang up now.
Oh, a free gift for my Medicare number.
Dad.
Come on. I know this is fraud.
Let's get wise to scammers trying to steal from our Medicare.
Learn more at medicare.gov/fraud.
Or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Feeling dizzy, off balance, or worried about falling? You don't have to just live with it. At the Pacific Campus, Alex Trowbridge DPT is accepting new patients and specializes in vestibular therapy, treating vertigo, dizziness, and balance issues. And here's something many patients don't realize. You can choose where you go for physical therapy. Choose the PC. We also treat gait and balance, pain management, and even pool therapy. Ask your doctor to refer you to physical therapy at the PC with Alex Trowbridge DPT.
Welcome back, friends. Today we're unboxing Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear. Wow, these wavy edges tear so much better than ordinary squares. Now, let's see if it's cushiony. Whoa, Charmin is so much softer and way more absorbent.
Honey, what are you doing in there?
Getting lost in the softness. Sorry, gotta run. Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear, definitely recommend.
And now you can go up to 1 month before changing your roll with the Charmin Forever Roll. Roll holder included.
Whiskey Myers. August 24th, Legends Casino Hotel. Whiskey Myers Live. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Whiskey Myers.
All right, everybody, if you are just joining us, this is video of the Signal Peak fire. It is impacting a lot of homes in White Swan. It first broke out, I would say, about a little over an hour ago.
Yeah, around 5-ish o'clock. Yeah.
This video is coming from Yakima Live, and Jake, who is out there at the scene, he's telling us he has seen at least 3 homes burn down.
Oh, wow.
So this is a very serious situation right now, and you definitely, man, we want to pray for these people.
Yeah, that's very sad. Look at that. Fire is just devastating. And here's the thing, Austin, as the night moves on, the winds are going to pick up. That's why we're in red flag warnings all through the area. So the wind could be more impactful this weekend, again, due to the low humidity. Our humidity is at like 10%. Dry vegetation, and we haven't had much rain. So let's take a look at this fire. We can show you on the map, give you a better idea looking closely at it. That's where the area is burning. The last we heard was 25 acres. It has grown since then, but that's the latest information we have on that. Now, they have updated some of the evacuations to be set level 2 from Fort Road to Barks Road North to Branch Road, from Brand Road to Wesley Road, and from Wesley Road directly to Fort Road. So that is the area that you need to be set, have your stuff ready to go at a moment's notice. This is a very active scene, and as you can see, a fast moving fire with all that smoke. And again, we are hearing, we haven't confirmed, but we're hearing structures are being lost at this hour. So again, pray for our firefighters and all the folks living in the White Swan area. So just among many of the Pacific Northwest fires going on. All right, for your forecast tonight, we're going to see mostly clear skies, overnight lows in the 60s. If you're heading out to the races on Saturday, look at temperatures are looking a little more pleasant. Again, in the 90s there by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and even more pleasant on Boat Race Sunday, the final. Look at that. So temperatures are going to cooperate as far as that goes. Here's for the rest of the area. Those gusty winds could be a problem on both Saturday, and we'll continue to see those gusty winds on Sunday. What I will tell you to do is to download the Apple Valley News Now weather app. Keep it handy. It's your pocket meteorologist, plus it gives you really good updates and alerts. So,
and Josh is here. He'll keep you updated at AppleValleyNewsNow.com on the fire. Good night.